Okay, this is question number 46. The question reads, there are 3 orange sweets, 5 red sweets, and 2 yellow sweets in a bag. Asim takes 2 sweets at random. Work out the probability that both sweets are the same color. Now, it's really, really important that you read the question carefully to decide whether it's with replacement or without replacement. Now, in this particular case, they don't make it blatantly clear to you. They don't say Asim takes 1 sweet and doesn't replace, and then he takes another sweet. Or it doesn't actually say what he does. They just say he takes 2 sweets. So in other words, what really they're trying to say is that he's taken 1 sweet and then he's taken another. So that's 2 sweets altogether. So in other words, it's without replacement. So he's taken the first sweet, then taken another, right? So he's taken 2 sweets altogether, and that's what they mean by him taking 2 sweets. Now, you really do need to think about that and understand that clearly. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do is to draw a tree diagram. You can't just work this out just like that. You need to draw a tree diagram, and you'll see that. Make sure you use your space carefully. There are 3 options, so start spacing things out and use a pencil as you're doing it, because you might need to rub it off, you might need to draw a new one. So use a pencil to draw your tree diagram and mark everything clearly. So I have my 3 options: orange, red, and yellow. Okay, so there are 3 different sweets, 3 different options, results that you could get, or he can get, from when he picks a sweet from the bag. There are 3 orange, 5 red, and 2 yellow. So if I add that together, that's 8 and 2 is 10. There are 10 sweets altogether. The probability of picking an orange is going to be 3 out of 10, 3 over 10. Red is 5 over 10, and yellow is going to be 2 over 10. Mark these in. Do make sure you mark these into your tree diagram. Now the next set of branches, so this is the first pick. The next set would represent the second pick. So this is the first sweet, right? The probability of picking the first sweet is 3/10, 5/10, and 2/10 for orange, red, and yellow. When he picks the second sweet, I'm going to have another set of 3 branches coming out of each of these. So that's why I said space them out. Think about the space so that it doesn't get too crowded. So if he picks an orange sweet the first time, the next time he could still pick an orange, red, or yellow. I'm going to write in the probabilities of picking an orange, red, or yellow on these branches. Now remember, he's picked 1 sweet already. So instead of there being 10 sweets in the bag, there's 1 less. There'll be 9 sweets. So all 3 of these probabilities will be out of 9. 9 would be the denominator. I need to think carefully about what I put at the top. So 3 orange sweets were in the bag initially. If he picked an orange sweet first, that's what this branch is, that means he has 1 less. So the probability of picking an orange sweet is going to be, there'll be 1 less, so that's 2. 2 out of 9. Okay? He didn't pick a red sweet the first time, so there's still 5 of them in the bag, so it's going to be 5 over 9. And he didn't pick a yellow sweet the first time, so there'll still be 2 in the bag, so it'll be 2 over 9. Check that the numerators add up to 9. 2 plus 5 is 7. Add another 2 is 9. Okay, that's correct. I didn't say that with the first probabilities, but if we look at it, 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10, so 10 out of 10. So that's how you can check that you've got all the probabilities correct. And I've got them correct over here as well. Let's look at this here. If I picked a red one first, right, I could still get orange, red, or yellow the second time. Now, if I picked a red one first, right, what's the probability that I'll pick a red one the second time? Okay, so that's his second sweet. So from if I picked a red sweet in my first pick, there'll be 1 less, so there'll be 4. And remember, now they're 1 less altogether, so it'll be 4 over 9. If I did pick a red sweet the first time, there's still 3 orange sweets in there, so it'll be 3 out of 9, or 3 over 9. And there'll still be 2 yellow sweets in there, so it'll be 2 over 9. Check that the probabilities add up to 9. 3 add 4 is 7. Add 2 is 9. So 9 over 9. They do all add up to 1. Over here, they do add up to 9 over 9, which is 1. So in the last set of branches, I can get an orange, red, or yellow. Let's look at the probabilities. If I picked a yellow the first time, there are 2 yellows, so there'll be 1 when I come to make my second pick. So that's going to be 1 over 9. If I did pick a yellow the first time, there's still 3 orange sweets in the bag, so that's 3 over 9. And there's still 5 red sweets in the bag, that's 5 over 9. Again, let's do the check. 3 add 5 is 8, add 1 is 9, so that's 9 over 9, which is 1, and that's what I want. I want to make sure that my probabilities are correct. Okay, so now I've got almost a complete tree diagram. I can start using it to answer the question. Work out the probability that both sweets are the same color. If the sweets are the same color, I'm looking for an orange and an orange, or a red and a red, or a yellow first and a yellow second. Okay, so think about the paths that I've just highlighted. An orange sweet first and then an orange sweet second, a red sweet first and a red sweet second, and a yellow first and a yellow second. Now, to work out these probabilities, I need to times the fractions along those paths. So 3/10 times 2/9. Okay, 3/10 times 2/9. So follow this path. 3/10 times 2/9. 3 times 2 is 6. 10 times 9 is 90. 6 over 90. Okay, the next one, 5/10 times 4/9. 5/10 times 4/9. You can see where they're coming from. 5 times 4 is 20. 10 times 9 is 90. So that's 20 over 90. The final set or pathway, 2/10 times 1/9. 2/10 times 1/9. 2 times 1 is 2. 10 times 9 is 90. All right, so that's 2 over 90. And I need to add these 3 together. Okay, so to work out the probability that they're both the same color, I'll do 6/90 plus 2 20/90 plus 2/90. These are all out 90ths, right? So the answer is going to be over 90. 6 plus 20 plus 2 is 28 over 90. And so that's my final answer. The probability of picking 2 of the same color is going to be 28 over 90. Show your full workings for this. This question could be asked in different ways. It could ask, what's the probability of getting a different color? So just look at all the different colors you can get. So orange, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, and so on, and work them all out. It could ask different forms of this. So do read the question carefully. But as long as you draw a tree diagram, you should be able to work out what they want. Make sure the tree diagram is correct and do the checks that I said. Do think about this very, very carefully and make sure you revise this thoroughly. So if you get a question on it, you are able to get all the marks.